First of all, that idea for the match, and second of all, Triple Crown champs, SmackDown,
Yeah.
Raw, and NXT.
First ever. So the match wasn't designed, and we didn't design the match either, to be the greatest tag match of all time. It was to tell the story, continue to tell that story, to continue to tell New Day versus FTRKO. That's what that match was for. And we continued to put the heat on Wood's leg, who sold it magnificently, dude. Like, that was so great. The match is not as far as, it being this entertaining, false finish heavy, beautiful bombs being dropped match. It wasn't that. It was to continue to tell the story between FTRKO and New Day. And we worked the shit out of his leg. And this, again, the reason we made him tap out was because it tied into the story. He had been the weak, not even the weak link, but his knee had been the weak link, the chink in the armor that New Day had for the last couple of weeks, because we did the stomp, when we first got together. And so now we were tying the story all together. That's what we were doing there. And that's why we decided to make him tap out. We got to the back after we won the belts, and we were all proud of the match. All four of us, man. We were super happy about the match. We come to the back, and Vince is there waiting for us off his headsets. And I'm hoping that since he's off his headsets, he's going to tell us that was incredible. That was a great job. That was storytelling, right? So he come to us, he goes to New Day, and he says, "Hey, great job, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that." They walk off. He leaves me in cash there. And that's when he says, "Everyone tells me that you guys are the next great tag team. Everyone tells me you're the next Arn and Tully. Well, that's your problem. You are the next Arn and Tully. You're just great wrestlers. That's all." And he walks off. And I'm like, this son of a bitch thinks that he just hurt my feelings by saying that. But he didn't. He made my dreams come true by telling me that we're the next Arn and Tully, that we're just a great tag team. We're just great wrestlers. And he just didn't like us. He wasn't enamored with us. I think it had a lot to do with this accent that I have coming from North Carolina, because, he's from North Carolina. His real father grew up in North Carolina. He went to East Carolina, and he hated that whole culture. And I think that maybe the accent, or maybe just us in general, reminded him of that. But maybe he just didn't like us, period. That's okay too. Maybe he didn't like us for our work. That's okay too. But he didn't like us for some reason, and he made sure to tell us that day. And with
your new titles in your hands,
with our brand new belts in our hands, on a high. We're the first ever WWE Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, WWE Raw, WWE SmackDown, WWE NXT. No one else had ever done it at the time except for us. And we were so proud of that moment. And he decided to take a shit on us in that moment. And that's the kind of things, as a human being, I will never forget, how you try to make people feel, because the fans were with us. So obviously we didn't hurt your business. We went out there, put our life on the line for you, for your company, and coming back to the back with as much endorphins running through our body, and you decide to say that to us. That's one of the things I can't ever forget. And we talk about what I'm going to do in the future. And now that I think about that, and with him back at the helm, makes things a little questionable for me.